Tony, Chelsea, and guest Samantha, Annette, Schannon, Samantha Schannon from Samantha Photography. You can see more. So, who's paying this?
The all-in-one platform for creating a fast and easy professional website or online portfolio. You can go to squarespace.com/Tony and try it out for free for 14 days. No credit card needed. You just make it and you can see if you like it. And if you do, go to squarespace.com/Tony, as I said, and use the coupon code PHOTOLIVE to get 10% off.
Yep, they make great portfolios, nice and easy. We have
Mostly.
an action-packed show today. Not only do we have a guest, but we have just a ton of content. We're going to be sharing Lightroom and Photoshop tips and tricks. We are going to figure out how to properly pronounce ISO or ISO.
Or ESO.
Or ESO. We're going to figure it out like definitively today. And we're going to go over how everybody in the world pronounces it correctly. I have video clips.
Oh
We have
my gosh.
Stop It planned. So not only will
Stop
we
It,
be providing constructive criticism, we will be mocking your worst pictures. This is where we vent
This is where
all
we
the pent-up anger that we
try
have
to
from
make
being
you
polite.
cry. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is where we take it out on you.
I have a new beer, White Wing, that Justin bought because it has a bird on it. And we'll be reviewing your photos live. If you want to submit your photo for review, send it in now to sdp.io/submit. Don't do it unless you're watching the live show.
Yeah, only live. It only counts live.
Sam,
Yes.
I think you wanted to show off some of your pictures.
I wanted her to show off her pictures.
The only reason I
It's not-
came here is just the free promotion.
It's not like Sam came in and was like, show off my
show
pictures.
my
Yeah.
pictures.
Yeah, well, I personally love your work, and
Thank
I
you.
always have. I think you just do great portraiture. But I also know that you do a lot of events and other things.
I do. In the winter months, that's how I make my money.
Yeah. You asked me to put these. I presume you guys had something you wanted
Well,
to say.
I asked Sam to share some pictures because today I wanted to do Lightroom tips and Photoshop tips, and I think Sam is really talented in both.
Thanks.
So I just wanted to show off a few of her pictures.
I think it was just examples of sort of some of the editing that you can do in a lot of my portraiture work. I do, I would say, moderately heavy editing on the skin and on the face, and on the overall picture. For example, her hair was really flat in real life, and I gave her a poofy hairdo.
Did you use
What?
the liquify tool?
Maybe. Her hair was really flat, and it needed a little life.
I can't believe that. She seems to have very curly hair in this picture. I never would have suspected it. I don't see any hint of photoshopping on her hair at all.
Yes, it was. I kind of made everything a little bigger.
I actually do the
Wow,
opposite
nicely
to
done.
Tony because Tony's gray hair poofs.
Yeah, gray hair is a
in
bitch.
all of his pictures, the grayer side, I just squish the poof in.
Yeah, try not to go gray.
Yeah. And also this picture, I would say that this particular model was somewhat plus sized, and there was a lot of very strategic posing here and no liquify. So I only liquefied her
great.
hair, not her body. And so that was just sort of an example of some things you can do with photo. And her skin was,
And her skin looks great. What did you do?
I used a combination of very little bit of frequency separation just in some small areas, and then it was a lot of I've been playing around a lot with dodging and burning with on a black and white layer.
Okay.
And that has been like kind of a big light bulb moment for me using that technique. And then just some other what's the other tool? The one that zips away all the zits.
Oh, the
Like healing tool?
yeah, spot healing.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's pretty much
It looks really good. I love this picture.
Yeah, you got just a great expression out of her. I love the blurred background. You're shooting with the Sigma 7200,
Yes, pretty
I
much
think.
100%
That
of
looks
my
like
images
you're right
now.
at 200.
Yeah, are.
And
We love that
certainly
lens.
open
Me
wide.
too. I absolutely
Yeah.
love that lens.
Great bouquet on that.
This one, the editing was primarily done to the background. I didn't have to do much to her. She was, I mean, kids have like
Perfect
baby smooth
skin.
skin.
Yeah.
If you can get the Cheetos and stuff off, yeah, their
as
skin
long
is
as you-
flawless.
There was really not much I did with her, but the background wasn't that vibrant. So there was some Photoshop actions that were used there, and also some coloring using the selective color, not to be confused with spot color. The selective is it selective color? Yeah. In
So was
Photoshop.
it actually a fall background, or did you turn
was
it yellow?
fall, but it was very dull.
Okay.
It was very, very dull. So it was just sort of bringing in more orange tones and yellow tones, and
It looks completely natural. I
Yeah.
had no idea that you did that. I think it looks great. I think it's also kind of a compelling study of bokeh, because you see this a lot in movies now that I know about it, but one of the ways that bokeh works and varies in different lenses is towards the middle of the frame, specular highlights like these will be circular. But then as you get towards the outer edges of the frame, you can see they became very oval shaped, like
Ovally.
football shaped,
Yeah.
almost kind of cramming themselves against the corners, and you see a lot of that. Just kind of interesting, because you can see it in movies and TV shows all
It's
the
really
time.
obvious in this one too.
But different lenses handle it better than others.
It looks good.
Just because you guys mentioned that there's going to be some conversation about different Lightroom presets, this actually is something I don't normally do. This was an edit that was mostly edited in Lightroom using some presets by a company called Visco, which is VSCO, Visco. They have some unique presets, and just the way that the colors that sort of came out of this shot, I thought that using those presets might bring out the best in that shot. And
It
that's
looks
what
really
is.
good.
Thank you.
So if any of you have presets that you like or tricks that you like, maybe changing the background or blurring it like Sam did, you can share in the comments, and
Our screener, Siobhan, will filter them out for us. You can also ask questions in the comments, and Siobhan will pass them on if she deems your questions worthy.
you could also submit a before and after picture if they wanted to.
Yeah, they could do that through Submit.
Yeah.
sup.io/submit. Great. This is yours, Chels.
Oh my gosh,
So
I
we've
love
been
this.
doing a lot of stuff in Lightroom, and we just got our Lightroom book out, so I'm super excited about trying a lot of new things. And a lot of the things that make your life easier in Lightroom are just understanding your workflow and little shortcuts. So here I learned that Control Y splits your screen. And for me, I tend to go overboard with editing. So having them side by side, I could say, I originally made this too warm, and then I could back off and kind of reach a happy medium instead of going overboard. Because you totally acclimate to your changes as you make them.
You know, and I'll say that another tip is when you're working in Photoshop, that history brush, I think is so useful because you can look at the before and realize this part of my picture was actually better before.
Yeah.
In Lightroom, it's kind of hard to bring that back from the original picture.
Right.
But with the history brush in Photoshop, you can select it from your history and then just paint your original picture in over your edited picture and thereby like pull it back.
Yeah.
I make that mistake all the time. When you get into Lightroom, what I'll often do is take my finished picture, but make a virtual copy.
Yeah.
Then roll back all my original changes and then pull my finished picture and my original picture into Photoshop and just blend the pieces together.
Right.
This is really the only reason I ever need to pull stuff into Photoshop nowadays is when I need to work with layers and blending multiple images.
Yeah.
But you have to do it so frequently, especially with portraiture or any sort of work that needs to be just perfect.
Like this picture, for example, I would probably I'd just keep all of my Lightroom edits, and then I would take it into Photoshop to get rid of her undershirt. I don't like the clone tool as much in Lightroom as in Photoshop.
Yeah, your edits here look really subtle. I can see like you warmed up her skin a little bit, or maybe that's just my monitor.
No, I did. And then another thing I liked was another good tip for just enhancing the eyes is using your...
Oh, this is for 5. I'm not lucky enough to have Lightroom 5 yet.
Oh,
I'm
you
still
don't?
on 4. This is
You need
very
to get
exciting.
CC because it's like $10 a month and you get Photoshop and Lightroom.
But I have Photoshop CX6. And
Oh,
I
you already
like it a
have it.
lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe. So with the adjustment brush, you can press O and it shows or hides your paint overlay. So that's what this pink is. And I like to just select in the iris, and then you can just bring up your exposure just a tiny, tiny bit, and it adds that pop to the eyes. Too much though, and it's gonna look crazy. And that's like one of the most common editing mistakes I see is just crazy eyes everywhere. So you got to be very, very careful,
I feel
right?
like that's
Yeah,
like,
they end
I
up
feel
looking
like
alien.
That's first year you have to make eyes crazy because that's just
You just have to.
you
You're
just
gonna
have
do
to.
it. I
Get
still
it out of this is your system.
I
now.
still do it sometimes, and I'll dial it back, and then I'll wake up the next morning and look at it, and I'm like, I must have been drinking last
I
night.
almost never finish editing a picture and then post it right away because
You have to
90% of
sleep
the
on it
time,
and go
when I
back
wake
to
up,
it.
I'm
Yeah.
Like, what was I thinking? You know, and you take
That's-
everything back like 20%.
Crazy eyes are like the carbon dating for photographers. Like you see the crazy eyes and you know that person's been taking pictures
You
for
know what
6 to 9 months.
And I actually almost never whiten eyes anymore. If anything, I
Yeah.
enhance what's the colored part of the eye called?
the iris.
Yeah.
That, yeah. I enhance that, and I don't think I can't remember the last time I actually whitened an eye.
Well, if it's like that, kids are really good.
I would take out the red.
Sometimes you'll get someone with red, and then I'll take out the red, but I don't really whiten it per se. But yeah, that's a really good tip to sleep on your edits and
or if I feel like I need to share it right away, I'll just automatically take whatever I did down 20%, just knowing that tomorrow I know that I'm going to wish I did that.
Just
Yeah.
back it off.
I do that
Yeah.
too. And I still sometimes end up with like a really crazy picture. So this library shortcuts, I was trying to do something else and I accidentally discovered that if you press Control and / this pops up.
What?
Yes.
Yeah, if you're in the library, you haven't heard of this either, because I just finished writing a book on Lightroom. I did not know this keyboard shortcut. Control / brings up the keyboard shortcuts for whatever module you're in. So I was in the library module and I grabbed the screenshot.
Stop
If you go
it.
into the develop module, it shows you. So this is, you only have to remember one keyboard shortcut, Control /
It's
And it'll
different
pull this
on
right
Mac. It's different.
Command /
No.
It's not Command /
Air
Why do
key.
they?
It's command.
Are
Are you
you
sure?
sure? Because AirKey said it was something else.
Oh, then it might be option.
AirKey, can you help us out?
Why can't
He might
Mac
not
and
be
PC
watching.
like agree on the keyboard?
It's in our, if anyone wants to help us out, it's in our Lightroom book private Facebook group. So you can go there and I posted this and then Erky commented on it. So if you want to do me a solid, you can bring that up and Siobhan will tell us what it is.
Yeah, you're one keyboard short that. If you just learn keyboard shortcuts in Lightroom, it'll save you so much time, and you want to get out. You want to get out of Lightroom as soon as possible. You want to get through your editing work and get back shooting. How do you say ISO or ISO?
I actually developed my own way of saying it because people argue over ISO and ISO. So I blended the two together so that nobody can ever tell what I'm really saying.
You said
ISO.
ISO?
ISO.
It's really all about the eh.
ISO.
Do you say the eh before the S sound? ISO. ISO.
ISO?
ISO.
So I scoured YouTube, all the known personalities that are teaching photography, all the top hits when you search for ISO, to find out what different people are saying. So Justin, play this clip. It's a pretty short clip.
This has been a long time coming.
I'm sorry, you said the ISO official?
No. The YouTubers who say ISO. This is the
ISO?
Team
ISO.
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 ISOs.
ISO.
ISO.
ISO. ISO.
ISO.
ISO.
ISO.
ISOs.
ISO.
I just want to know.
That's on a loop, but it's basically everybody says ISO. It's almost universal.
I kind of say ISO.
Justin, play the team ISO. These are the people who say ISO.
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 Just
That's
over
it.
and over again.
It's on a loop, but I could only find
That was actually
3
50 people. They all have twins. So it was like, it didn't seem like many, but
Yeah, we have the guy from the camera store, the Canadian guy.
yeah.
He says ISO, and then
Didn't you pick up ISO from your professor that was like from some other country?
I'll get to that. So anyway, the vast majority of the world seems to be saying ISO, and I always say ISO. And as a result, I get my balls busted constantly about this. We must get like 3-4 comments every week, and sometimes it absolutely enrages people. So I looked into it, like if it was just a regular word like bokeh, you'd look at the etymology and you'd figure out the origins of it. And bokeh is Japanese, so you'd figure out what is the proper Japanese pronunciation. It's probably not what I'm saying now, but there are a lot of angry people correcting my pronunciation as we speak. ISO is not an acronym. According to ISO themselves, it's a proper noun. So you can go to the source, like they came up with the name, so they kind of get to define how it's pronounced and what it is. It's the International Organization for Standardization, and it's based on the Greek word isos. Now, I can't find any explanation for why they capitalize it, because that's where it gets confusing. If they just wrote capital I, lowercase o, s, lowercase o, we'd all say ISO and think it made sense. ISO makes standards. They bring the world together. They really are like unsung heroes. You would get so bored talking to one of these ISO people at a party. But they make a huge difference
That's
in the
rude.
world. And one of the many, many standards that they developed was the standard that we use now for sensor sensitivities to light. Anyway, this is what they say about their name, and they say ISO specifically is not an acronym because it would only make sense in one language, because they're the International Organization for Standardization, which would be IOS in English, but it would be something else in French and something else in Spanish as they had to translate.
Well, they're not saying it's not an acronym. They're saying they can't make it different acronyms. It would be different, so they gave it a short form.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're saying it's not an acronym. They say it would have different acronyms. So
Okay.
it's not, it would be iOS in English or OIN in French.
Can't we just call them right now?
I did call them.
Ask Siri or
You called
something.
them?
Yes, I did. And I have their phone number here if
Oh
you
my
actually feel
gosh.
like calling them.
All right, I'm going to call them.
But one of our readers, Mr. Kelly, wrote them and asked their customer service how it was pronounced. And she said, I can confirm the proper pronunciation of ISO is ISO.
Oh.
So that's mind-blowing, right? Because it's not an acronym, but their customer service department is saying ISO.
This is like the Da Vinci Code movie. You're just like, whoa.
I know, I'm in really
He's
deep here.
cracking the
Do you,
code.
do you actually
Cracking the
want to call
code.
him? That's the number right there.
Okay.
Chelsea's going to call them live. Put it on speaker.
Okay. Hold on, I messed up. Well, why don't
You're
you
under pressure.
4122-749-0111.
I'll let you do that. They speak in
You
French
just
or something.
go
or
on and
Justin, let's listen to the official videos and hear how ISO officially pronounces it.
But when ISO standards are applied,
Oh, and there's an ISO committee?
ISO standards help to make the world a safer.
Yep, that's an ISO standard too.
ISO can make a positive difference to all our lives.
Did you know there's an ISO committee?
ISO standards help create growth.
And there's an ISO cosmetics committee?
ISO standard.
It's time to get up. Do you know the ISO International Climate Standard?
Okay. Do you have the phone ready, Chelsea?
I think she's listening to a recording.
Oh. Yeah, it is a recording, but they do say
they said
that.
this is ISO.
Oh.
They said this is ISO, right?
Yeah.
And that's what they
Wait.
say in all of their official videos, too.
But well, that's your mic. But it's not what they said in their email.
It's not what they said
Yes,
in their
but
email.
think of who you are emailing when you email customer service. No offense, Justin. But I'm just saying, you know, maybe it's open to some interpretation as well. I don't know.
I do find it funny that ISO has standardized so many things in the world, but they can't manage to standardize the pronunciation of their name within their own organization. So if you,
Oh, so now you're attacking ISO.
I love ISO. If you've read Stunning Digital Photography and watched the videos in there, you know that some of the older videos I say ISO, and this is how I got deep into ISO, because so many people busted me on it.
I missed it again. Sorry.
So why does Tony say ISO? Justin, play that last video clip.
Grâce aux normes ISO, l'ISO améliore notre quotidien. Les normes ISO, l'ISO nous aide à relever. Les normes ISO touchent pratiquement tout ce que nous faisons.
You're French?
No, but my first photography teacher was.
It's all unraveling.
Now we
Tony's
know.
French.
Now we know.
It's ISO. It's ISO. It's ISO. Well, who cares? Now,
Right,
you're
who
probably
cares?
thinking, wow, this is a really long presentation, but I just want to open the doors to our super messed up lives where all of you message us and you're really angry. It's like the day they get fired and their wife leaves them, they decide to take up how to pronounce.
And then somebody says ISO instead of ISO.
And we are the straw that breaks the camel's back.
Philip Lynch says, due to the way he says ISO, I could not watch.
But thanks.
This happens.
Yeah, but he said
Is
thanks.
this about your
And
birth-
he
your
gave me
old
some
video?
kisses.
Yeah.
Hugs and kisses.
And then he did kiss us, so he's not.
But this is just representative because I get this. I can't tell you how many times I've seen I couldn't watch the video because of how he says ISO. People literally stop watching the video. It's important for some reason to people, not me. It's pronounced moire like an eo, or no, it's pronounced more like an eel. Though the pronunciation there seems to say, I don't know. And it's ISO, not ISO. Derp.
That's right. It is moray like an eel. We always forget. Who cares?
Derp.
Okay. Well,
Who's the derp now? Huh? Now that we've talked to ISO. Derp. And of course the Dies Man. I won't even read this, but just take in all the capital letters in this. And this is all
I
about
forgot about
I
this
was
guy.
ISO.
in photography before it was adopted.
Oh, right. He goes back to the
I was
ASA
there
days.
when
It has nothing to do with the Greek word for anything. It is a scientific designator. I was in photography before it was adopted. I was there when it changed from ASA to ISO. It's not Greek to me. This guy harassed us for like 2 weeks over this. Like, this is one of probably 20 very, very angry, insulting messages.
And he's the guy who specifically said, I was a student of Ansel Adams, I was a student of Scott Kelby, and he like name dropped like 5 big names of photography.
he'll
And he
always-
said, and they all said ISO, so I think I know what I'm talking about.
Good Lord.
We deal with this all the time.
Oh, they all said ISO.
This guy never heard of Pick Your Battles.
No, he has a special place in my heart.
Yeah.
Okay, let's
right.
go.
So hopefully we've settled that. Sam, where are you on this? ISO or
I'm staying
ISO?
out of this.
She's gonna stay out of it. I'm just gonna say I want to put this behind me and I want to move on.
You guys aren't going to pick a side after all that? I still
ISO.
haven't.
ISO.
Okay.
ISO.
I'm gonna say
So
ISO.
Sam, you're saying Scott Kelby is wrong right here on this live stream in
Bring
front
the
of
hate
millions
mail.
of people.
Bring the hate mail.
No, I'm not.
Mark
saying...
Wallace is wrong according to you.
Actually, send
How
me
dare
the
you?
email.
Yeah, send it to Tony. He's the one stirring the poo.
Who cares? If you understand what people are saying, the pronunciation does not matter. People have accents. People are from other countries. They speak other languages. It doesn't matter. Let's look at some people's photos.
That's a pretty background picture.
Thank you. I took that.
That was very nice.
These are photos from people who submitted their
That was
pictures
intense.
when the show was not live. And we're not going to look at them.
We're not.
But I like to
No,
flip
we
through.
don't.
And Sam,
They
just
don't-
tell me what thumbnails catch your eye. Because thumbnails are the most important part of photography lately, it seems. Because if you don't have a good thumbnail, nobody looks at your picture. So
It's true. I
what
like.
catches your eye?
I like the one there with the sun. Or,
This one?
oh yeah, I can look behind me. Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah. Nice, simple
Wait, that's not
composition,
the
right?
picture I picked.
Oh,
All the way
which
to
I
the
don't know
left.
which one you're. This one.
Yes.
Yeah, that's eye-catching.
Ooh, extreme photography. It was
I
extreme.
like the.
I like the baby.
lightning bolt.
Sorry.
The lightning bolt.
Scroll up.
Oh, I missed it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that is pretty cool.
I saw that.
That is
Whoa,
awesome.
That's a pretty
Whoa,
cool
whoa.
It's got everything. Lightning
He
bolt,
did it all. Planes.
airplanes.
I like the baby.
Yeah, you're gonna catch the baby. There's no distractions in it. It's nice with good
Country
contrast.
baby.
Yeah.
That's extreme photography again.
Oh, look at this guy.
Oh.
He's really
wow,
cute.
they got really close on that.
Yeah, they are really close. All right. Anything else catching your eye before
like
we
the,
import the new
I
photos?
like the leaf on the manhole. Go up.
Oh yeah, that's a really nice
that's
simple composition too. Kind of a juxtaposition of metropolitan world and
I saw
just
this, the
fall.
scene next to there's like a long sidewalk, and then there's one next to it. Scroll down. Or scroll up. There, it's a fall scene.
Oh yeah, fisheye.
No,
Right? No, this is not what you
there's one
meant.
next to it.
Oh, this one or the next
The
one.
next one. It's all right.
We need to get you a pointer.
Yeah, I'm far away.
We usually have
It's okay.
Where's my mouse?
Oh, I can grab that real quick.
Yeah, here you go. I will import
Can you
some new
believe this guy?
photos and I'll just toss it over to you, Sam, to fill a
Oh
few
no,
minutes.
no.
I just like to put people on the spot. My favorite segment is Just Justin, when we just make Justin talk, but you have Justin's mic
We've
today.
never done it to him.
Oh, look at that. That's the lightning one actually that I was talking about, but you didn't.
Oh, they must have resubmitted the same picture.
They got us.
Oh, this is whoa.
Ooh, that's
That is pretty cool. You
That's
know,
real.
I would need the horizon leveled, but it is pretty cool. We'll back up a little
whoa,
bit and
whoa. Tony.
start from the beginning. Flower picture, there's some like front bouquet that's kind of distracting to me. Yeah.
Is he coughing? What's he doing? I'm sorry. That was the first thing I saw.
He's gonna
was-
backhand that bird.
Yeah, I mean, I love the. I wish his hand was.
Let's get him out. Let's get him out.
You're trying to crop that fella right out of the picture?
Just crop to the bird.
Yeah, I don't want to see that. I've seen guys before.
I mean, his hair is kind of cool. I don't
want it.
But I think we're better off with the bird.
Poor
Was that
guy.
mean?
It's like they broke up and then he just cut her ex-boyfriend out of the picture. No eye contact.
And it's cut off kind of strangely. I like want to move it over.
Yeah, it almost is like they cut her boyfriend out of the picture, right?
Yeah, I feel like it doesn't look like an intentional cut off.
I feel like
You'd have to cut
You
it.
gotta go all the way, which would be half her face, but so maybe not in that instance. But I feel like that's better.
this looks like one of
That's
those
a
pictures
lot too
where
close.
you're at a wedding and the professional wedding photographer is posing people and then you stand next to him and take a picture because like her eye contact is a little off.
It's exposed okay though.
Yeah, I like the exposure. Okay, the lighting is nice.
Good catch lights.
Yeah, I liked the background as well, but then I cropped it out. My apologies. Ooh.
Ooh. I wish we could see the whites in the corner of her eye a little bit.
I think that her shirt doesn't match the mood. Like her shirt's going
Looks
to
like
a
a party.
party, and she doesn't. Let's see. We can probably cheat this a little bit.
Yeah, mood is a really important part of portraits, and you need to support it with the pose and the
Yeah,
expression,
make it
the
dark.
background, the makeup, the processing, and certainly the outfit too. So that's what we're seeing. Like the dark background conveys like a very serious or even sultry mood, and her expression is kind of like that too. But then her dress is like happy and festive.
Yeah.
That's better.
Now it's more neutral. It's not stealing attention from her intense gaze.
I hit Y and
Why?
brought up the before and after, and so here you can see the dress had too much visual weight because of the bright
It
color.
did.
Oh, I like that.
That is so,
That's so cute.
Yeah, that is really
really
cute.
nice
like
and
that.
side
sharp.
crop.
Look.
Look at the fuzz on the leaf, even underneath. Like, zoom out. See the little
wow.
hairs? That's crazy.
This is incredible.
This is
Yeah.
amazing.
I love the texture on the shell.
30 millimeter macro lens. You must have been just right on that ladybug to get that close.
Awesome.
That looks
Look
fantastic.
At that.
That is so cool.
Good job, whoever that was.
Yeah,
Sony.
that was Sony.
Oh,
Oh, another
really
one.
Cool. That has to
That's
be
the same
very
guy.
It's the
though.
same guy, that's why
One
we go
picture,
fast.
guys.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, that is a really cute expression.
Where the flash is a little harsh.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm a huge fan of the bounce flash. I don't know if this power shot takes an external flash, but if you can put an external flash and bounce off the ceiling, it makes all the difference.
Oh, that's
That's
nice.
nice.
I feel like I'm your echo today.
Echo.
That is a fantastic shot. I like the processing on it. I like the
Me too.
off-center
I like
composition.
everything about it.
Yeah, great shot.
That's beautiful.
Pick.
Yeah.
Oh,
this
that's the
was
same
the same
person.
Yes,
person.
it totally is.
Also a good shot.
I told them that I'd start calling their moms.
You can only submit
She already
Call your
called
mom.
ISO. She will call your
With a
mom.
phone
Call your
number.
mom.
That's cool.
Yeah, great iguana shot. Nice exposed. You weren't afraid to blow out the background, which sometimes you
scary.
just have to do.
Yeah, it's cool.
He needs moisturizer.
Yeah, that is a monster.
I love the stars, but I wish that there was something else.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm trying to decide if this is slightly out of focus or if
A
maybe it
long
got a little
exposure?
condensation
Oh.
on the lens. Sometimes you get a little fog when it's at night, and I'm not sure. It looks like maybe a little bit of both. It's really hard to autofocus. Well, you can't autofocus on the stars, really. So you end up manually focusing, but even that is extremely hard. And as I recall, the D7100 screen, in most conditions, isn't quite bright enough to really see the stars. Some newer cameras have screens that work in a little bit lower light. Anyway, it's really hard. It does look good as you zoom in. It's not quite as clear as you want, but what a beautiful
I would
starry
probably
night.
keep this shot and then Photoshop these stars into another shot. I've done that.
Use
Use it as a
save
background.
it
Yeah.
As a background.
Yeah.
Like a sky, like dropping in the sky.
Yeah,
Dropping
yeah.
the stars.
Yeah, I think the first step with night photography is to like get through all the technical hurdles. Like get a good picture of the stars, which you've done. Work on the focus part a little bit. Keep your lens clear. But then you start using it as a background. You start putting something in the
The only time
foreground.
I've ever shot stars with you guys in a snowsuit.
Really?
Oh, that was a cold night.
That night it was so cold.
It's almost night photography time again, mostly because it gets dark at like 3:30 here, and we have no choice but to do night photography.
That's cool.
Yeah, nice tight crop, lots of colors,
Bright
looks
colors.
good.
Oh, I like that too.
Whoa. There's something.
I wish that the bottom was a little more visual. Like, I wish that you could see a little bit more what maybe the shadows.
I like it.
Yeah, that definitely helped. Brought in a lot of good detail.
That's the same
cool.
person.
Yeah.
They have a GoPro on their head.
Yep, but cool shot.
Whoa. We're twins.
Evansonphoto.com. Yeah, beautiful shot. I love including the sun as a focal point, especially when it just peeks into the frame like that. I like that a lot.
Do you know what this
Might
was
see
like?
a little more of the sun.
hills are alive.
The only thing, maybe it's just me.
Little HDR.
No, I know it's like natural for the wide angle lens to have distortion, but I feel like if is it my own eye that's seeing some distortion there? It's just on the left, or maybe it's just a hill. It's on a hill.
Oh, know what? You know what? Look at the grass down here in the lower left
It just
corner.
looks like it's like
Yeah, it's at 10 millimeters, so
feel like
equivalent of 16 millimeters.
They could.
Yeah,
Maybe
there's
do lens
extreme
correction.
distortion.
I mean, sometimes that's wanted, and I get it. So if that was intentional and they left it because it looks cool, that's fine. I just it just.
It gets you.
Yeah, I turned on. It did a little bit, not enough. Yeah.
But it's beautiful. That's
Yeah.
not I'm not criticizing the shot, really. It's gorgeous.
What? I'm never swimming again.
That's a shark.
That's a shark
with a seal
eating,
or something.
that's eating someone.
Or you know what? Maybe that's a
It looks like a seal face right there to me.
oh,
Forward
see, I thought
flippers.
the face was on the other. That looked like fins.
Oh, I
and
could be
like-
wrong.
Or maybe that's a what? One of these guys? Penguins?
No, don't even say it.
But terrible picture. Because look at that horizon. What are you doing, people? You got to straighten that out. Come on.
The picture could be.
Wow,
National
now that's so much
Geographic
better.
worthy, but it's a crappy picture.
I'm just teasing. It is a stellar picture. Great
amazing.
processing.
That's really awesome.
I love the mountains in the background.
How? I don't.
What's that shutter speed?
1/1600th of a second.
Wow.
70
Yeah,
to
which was
200.
perfect to freeze the action. Holy crap!
Where
this
were
picture.
you? I just need to hear
How did you
more.
manage to time it too? Like,
Yeah. How did you know that?
That's what I'm saying. How?
right? How did you manage to focus? Because this happens in a split second.
What if he brought his friend's pet seal?
They dumped it over.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, seriously, when do sharks even crest like this out of the water to do? I mean, this looks like a whale. I mean, is it a whale shark?
No.
they're watching,
No,
can
they
Whale
wouldn't have eaten a
sharks eat-
seal.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's ridiculous.
I
You
think
should
it's-
submit this to some things.
You should.
Yeah,
I think
great
they
shot.
just did.
I mean, like where you could win something.
They could win my heart.
They won Tony's praise.
This is actually
Oh,
the very
actually-
first color picture. It was taken in 1322.
What?
Yeah, at King Arthur's
Oh
court.
my gosh, I heard about that.
Is he wearing jeans?
No.
No, these
But
people
his-
take pride.
Oh, but look
Sam.
at his horse.
Oh, his horse has boots.
His horse
What?
ruined the illusion.
Poser horse.
I think we should give away a free copy of the Lightroom book
Okay.
to,
To like our favorite picture.
Our favorite picture.
I got to figure out if this picture is genuine because it's so good. I question whether it's real.
I think it's real.
You think it's actually a reader? Okay, if he can prove that that's his picture, we will give you a copy of the Lightroom book.
How do you know there's not a better picture? What if someone has a picture of a shark tap dancing?
Okay. Tell you what, I'll give that guy a Lightroom book, and then the other great picture, somebody else will get a Lightroom book too. If you want your own Lightroom book and your pictures aren't that great, go to stp.io/LR,
And you
and
too.
that takes you right to our store. Let's jump back in to the slideshow and see what we
Yeah,
have.
why are we giving books to people that are already good? We should be giving them to the crappiest picture.
No, we don't want to encourage that.
Good point,
They'll
Sam.
be teaching them.
Chit Chat, where we respond to your comments.
Eric Smith.
I saw my name there and I was like, what's happening for a
Well,
second?
I saw a comment about you and you're going to be here. So he said, Sam did seem like a good person in that video you made with
Oh,
her.
this really is about me.
So I decided to follow her on Facebook. She's such a down-to-earth
Aw,
person.
that's
Her
about
photography.
me?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so nice.
No.
And look, I gave it a like. Not a down vote.
Thank you, Eric Smith.
Philip Lynch.
This is the same guy who said he couldn't watch my video.
Easy. Not
Because I said
saying you're
I said-
wrong. It's just the way you say it. Love your hair. Took a screen grab and presented it at the salon. Now we both look super sexy.
Yes. That reminds me of the liquid gold. now we both look super sexy.
I would love to see a picture of Philip Lynch with my hair.
Send it on over,
A
Phil.
Little bit of
that.
trivia. Do you know where I get my hair done?
I know.
Chelsea cuts my hair.
If you come to my house, I'll cut your hair too.
Mostly because I'm too awkward to make conversation with a hairstylist.
I'm working my way to Justin. One day I'll win him over and I'm going to cut Justin's hair. And everybody in the office is going to have the same haircut.
You too, Sam.
oh.
Brian Mink. Tony, enjoy the college boy look while you can. It's slipping fast. You're not going to get away with it that much longer. It's borderline right now. Oof.
No, I don't
No,
think
I-
that's, I actually like when you kind of feel casual and
I read his comment and I was like, what is he talking about? I don't dress like a college kid. And then I looked up the video and I have a college cap, a hoodie. That's a tequila t-shirt I'm wearing.
And he's drinking a beer.
And I'm holding a beer in the bottle.
You
you
could.
know what? You're only as old as you feel.
Yeah,
So whatever.
amen. I did.
I'm gonna have long hair till I'm 90. So.
Me too.
Sometimes we stalk people who make comments.
We
And
do. If
I
you,
felt like
we'll look
since
you
Brian
up.
was taking the role of fashion police.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Oh, we're gonna
Oh, he looks like a college boy.
college.
I know,
Although
right?
This is an icon shirt.
You guys should get together and drink some brewskis
He looks
together.
like a bro.
He's a bro.
Yeah, he's my bro.
He's a bro.
Okay, so you guys can bro down.
I don't know why he's trying to kick me out of college.
You guys
but-
should start a frat together.
Oh,
This is,
no.
I read this comment thread and I thought it was disturbing and hilarious. On our Stuff That Annoys Wildlife Photographers video, David LTG said, "Can I marry your daughter, please, please?" And Tony said, "She's 10 years old, so no, definitely not." And then he said, "But I talk about this girl in the video." And Mimi Robot Panda, great name, said, "That's his wife, and though he has the cool silver hair thing going on, he doesn't look old enough to be his wife's dad."
Thank you.
And then David said, "I just tried so much, but you disclosed me." And I don't know, I think that's so funny.
I don't know what that means.
But, so weird, people think that I'm your daughter even though I'm older than
47.
you.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm keeping that going.
I'm not 47, you guys, come on.
Yeah, she had a birthday. She's 48 now.
48. Okay, I think this photo review stuff is too popular. Small chance that my picture will get a comment. Wait, Brett, legend has it that only the chosen ones get seen by the silver-haired deity. He is omnipresent. He can be seen in magazines, on billboards, and yes, even in your computer.
This is from right before the show started in the comment thread. And the fact is we don't get to all the pictures. We used to
want
be
to.
concerned we wouldn't get enough pictures submitted.
We didn't.
And now we get so many that, like, really it's
Try
only
again
people in
next
the
week.
first few
Well,
minutes.
you know
yeah,
what we've
you just
talked
have to try
about?
again
Like,
and
you have
again.
to pay $1 to submit your picture, and then we give the $1 to a charity.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
I
could
like
use
that
some way to
idea.
kind
Yeah,
of thin
that's
it
a
out
great
a little
idea.
Just
bit.
to like, because people submit multiples and stuff, so that would be a way for you guys to be discouraged from doing that because calling your mother isn't working. And then we could also use that money and put it towards a good cause.
Good plan.
Stop
Oh, I
it!
love this segment.
You want to do stop it?
Stop it.
Tony and Chelsea's show is starting. So happy. I want to tell them to stop it, but I love it.
I just shared this because I was so happy that cousin Larry is a fan.
Cousin Larry.
Oh, the flower pictures, man.
What did Belky always say to cousin Larry? Don't be ridiculous.
Flower pictures are ridiculous, cousin Larry. With the flower pictures, what?
That's actually
Just-
pretty good.
I was kind of
No.
wondering why we were saying stop it to this picture.
What did they say?
But it's because it's a flower.
It's because it's a
There's
flower.
so many flowers.
You want to see more flower
No,
pictures?
no.
I have great news for you. You can
No,
go on the
no.
internet and you will see a million pictures of people taking a picture of a flower.
But you know what
Stop
it is?
it.
I feel like I have to defend this a little bit. Yes, there's tons of flowers, but I have to say, when I first started out and I was afraid
They're
to
so
photograph a
beautiful.
person and bugs were still too fast for me, I would photograph flowers. Because occasionally, if the wind didn't blow, it would be still, and then I could practice.
Sam, you're too
You
nice
watch
for
it,
stop
Sam, or we will turn stop it towards
You
you.
stop it. All right, put on your mean girl pants, Sam.
Stop!
Oh.
Stop it! I will say, I'm with you.
Everything is going.
HDR painted, inverted.
Thomas
and
the
then
Angry
HDR.
Steam
Wait.
Wait.
All right. Sorry, technical difficulties.
Stop it.
Stop it with the technical difficulties, with the
Justin,
stupid
stop
internet. Oh my God, can we get infuriated about being able to broadcast all over the world
Wait,
from our basement and having it not work for brief seconds?
Wait. No. Hey, you're wild today. I'm going to calm you down.
This beer is
Justin
magical.
told us that we were being bad because we're not reviewing portraits, so after Stop It, we'll do that.
Yeah, I totally forgot that we were supposed to do portraits.
Sometimes we just...
Well, look at this handsome portrait of this, just an angel.
Is that a real
An angel
angel?
come to her.
Is he holding the
He's
what is he?
That's how babies are
Is
born.
that his life force? What's
An angel standing next to a cigarette on a counter holds an orb.
in the living room with a football game?
And the smoke detector represents the Holy Trinity looking down upon him,
Yeah.
watching over him.
Yeah, just
no.
stop it.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Eyeglasses.
No.
Oh, stop with the visual puns.
pun
They're bad enough when they're
pictures.
verbal, and now they're affecting pictures too. Where won't puns spread? Also, add some fill flash.
Oh,
Well,
this must be killing you, that horizon line.
I know there's nothing in the photo. The focal point seems to be a blue barrel, recyclable blue barrel.
I'm not sure why they would. I mean, there looks like there's actually somewhat of an interesting background there. They should have just pushed that out of the way and straightened themselves out. Maybe they were laying down crooked and they just pushed the button.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the picture that you'd find on somebody's phone. Like if they had been missing and you found their phone in a pile, you'd be like, this must have been the last picture
Or
they
if you
took.
accidentally take a picture while you're taking other pictures. You're
Yeah.
like, oh, I didn't mean to take this.
Yeah.
I should stop it.
I don't even know. Oh, why is it so yellow?
That's yellow to you?
Why does the car look like Charlie
That's
Chaplin?
orange. Is that orange?
That's orange.
I guess you're right. It's more orange. Wow, man, you guys are really busting on me. Slightly off
You
spectrum
can't
here.
say ISO and you don't know orange. And you ruined the live show.
And it's not even in focus. What are we focused on here? It looks like the lines in the street.
At least the photographer got a shadow in there.
Yes.
Oh.
Nicely done,
Guys,
sir.
stop it.
Oh,
Oh.
I have this picture of nothing. What can I do to make it worse?
Spot color.
no to spot color. No.
Why would you even take that picture, and then why would you put all this time into photoshopping it?
They did a good job with the spot
I
color.
just
Yeah.
spent a long time very nicely explaining to someone in the group today why spot color is really retro and out of style. And if you want your picture to stay kind of timeless in another minute, don't ever use this.
Yeah, even people who love spot color would disown this photographer for doing these leaves.
Well, I don't want to see their spit. I just don't. That
I don't like
grosses me
spit.
out. Just stop it.
What if that's just how her face is and we're really mean?
That's horrible.
I'm down with the spit. It's the on-camera flash that really bothers me.
Oh.
That's the only thing I had to mention
How
about this
the fact
picture.
that
Otherwise, I think it's a lovely portrait.
Extremely distorted. That's got to be. I mean, they made the bottom of her face just like.
Stop it.
Stop it.
Stop it.
No, I think this is fine.
That's not too bad.
This guy's he's a sexy beast. That's coming from two ladies, of course.
Did we say sexy beast? I don't.
You guys are worked into a frenzy.
Came out of you. Oh my God!
Never stop it. I just want to look into your eyes
fan page?
and tell you never stop
Yeah,
it.
just keep it up. You have the love for life and zest, and just how did he get his hair to produce that much water?
No, his hair must be like a sponge, a beautiful, sexy sponge.
The funny part is he did that better than all the bikini girls who
I
try to do
know.
the hairspin
I know.
thing.
He
It's
really
properly
did.
exposed.
Good job. Keep it up.
He kind of nailed it.
That booty.
All right, we need more pictures for Stop It because people are not
Yeah,
willing to
come
be
on.
mocked. So man up and
Just
send your
let us
pictures
make
to us
fun
at
of you.
sdp.io/submit. And you know your friends, you've seen some of their embarrassing pictures. You gotta
I
talk to
feel
them
like
and tell them to send their own
Everyone that made fun of your coat, the mayor coat last
Yeah.
week, you have to.
picture.
You have to submit a picture to Stop It. What's this?
I just wanted to plug that we have some used gear. We sold a lot of cameras and gear already. We just have too much gear. We're selling it, so we have
Is this
money
all
to
the
buy
gear
some
I've
new.
been kicking off the roof? You're
I'm really
selling
upset
that?
that there's no Nikon gear in there except for the.
We have a
I
D3300
don't
for
want
sale.
Yeah, but why would you want us to sell the other stuff?
Because I want to buy lenses.
Well, we're buying Nikon lenses. That's
Yeah, we
half the
have to
reason
buy
we're
it.
selling all our
Maybe
Canon
we'll buy
stuff.
yours.
We have a Canon MPE there, like a microscopic lens that you can't get from any other system. It's awesome. Goes to 5x. There's wireless flashes and a couple of Canon flashes, a macro ring flash, Pocket Wizards, GoPros, a Canon 70D, awesome camera and video camera. And I want somebody to buy our kit lens, the Canon 24 to
Oh,
105.
there's a touchscreen, remember?
I forgot.
I forget all of the time. It freaks me out.
Chelsea, you recently announced the arrival of the Lightroom book.
Yay.
Does anybody
Woohoo!
see any problems
We
with the
finally
announcement?
got in a sample of our Lightroom 5 book. It will be ready to shit to you soon. And then within 40 minutes, I had about 100 duty jokes on our...
I don't even know how you made that mistake because P and T are nowhere near.
What were you thinking about?
Shit. I had a lot of shit to do.
Yeah, some people had some
Hi,
comments
I
about
just
it.
shipped my pants. But wait, there's more. Not only did they sign it, they now shit it. They now shit it right out to you.
That one made me
Ooh,
laugh.
Don't worry, Tony. Ship happens.
Ship happens.
And my response was, "Come on, guys, poop jokes. This is bullshit." So
We also have a bundle with all 3 of these books: our
This is
buying
such a
guide,
crazy deal.
the Lightroom book.
One,
I've been telling all my friends.
2.
And I'm not just saying that, I really
I
have
know,
been.
you're really nice to us, though.
It's basically buy 2 get 1 free, kind of
Yeah,
like that.
pretty much.
So go to scp.io/lover and you can get that bundle super cheap. We'll ship it out as soon as we get the rest of the Lightroom books in, which will be in like just a week.
And
or
all the
2.
pre-orders are signed.
Yes, this is your last chance to get signed books. After that,
I don't know if
just
you
get
guys
regular,
knew, but
boring,
our
unsigned books.
signatures are super valuable.
Mhm.
So, a lot of
Um,
questions and comments.
Oh yeah, we should go look at some comments. Okay, I'll pull that up real quick. Let's see what
I want
people
to
have to
review
say.
portraits too.
Yeah, we'll get back and do some portraits. Miss Casa, I do everything in layers so I can switch them on and off and see what I've done. Yeah, it's layers that make me
Good.
move from Lightroom to Photoshop. Layers are so incredibly useful. You can do so much in Lightroom, but
I like
layers.
the Lynette Clark Davis said I like the pretty presets, clean edit, and as a starting point.
Okay,
Have
I
you
haven't
tried
used that.
pretty preset?
I have not
I've heard of that.
I haven't actually heard of that one. There's a couple that I use that and have used in the past, but I haven't heard of that one.
What's your best guess for the 5D Mark IV price point when it comes out? I'm going to guess $300 more than the D810, which I think is how much is the D810 now?
We're talking.
I'm gonna come in at $1.
Are you doing the prices right
Yeah,
thing?
I'm prices writing it.
$2.
Oh, we hate that guy on Prices Right.
I have no idea. I'm a Nikon girl. I don't know. I feel like I should follow the Canon stuff too. I don't know.
Is anyone excited about the new Canon 100-400? They announced a new zoom lens, which everybody loved and I hated. He wants to see how it compares to the
Sam
400
isn't.
Prime.
I don't care.
We'll definitely review that one. I think it's going to be really popular.
I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it.
Sometimes I use my manual 50mm f1.7. Do you have any advice when using it for a group shot? Sam, I know you love the 50mm for portrait work.
I do.
What's your advice?
My 50 broke actually, and I just ordered
Oh,
a
no.
new one. It's on its way. But that's a manual question, correct?
He says it's manual, yeah.
Okay. I love 50 for portraits. If that was the question, I missed the question. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's looking for advice on using his 50 f1.7, basically like your 50. But he says
I
it's
wouldn't
manual too.
hesitate to use it for portrait work, or I use it for events. I actually use it for a lot of things. It's just a great all-around lens, and although I would say that if you're doing events, you probably don't want to be on manual because you don't really have enough time to do that.
That's
kind of
tricky,
stuff.
yeah.
So I would stick with.
Oh no, I manual focus everything. And what about this photographer who uses manual focus? Oh, I get so tired of people with the manual focus. They're all the time
I mean,
acting
if
all
you want to
snobby
really
about
challenge
it.
yourself,
If you want to really
and piss off your clients,
Yeah, use manual focus.
use manual focus.
People are always like, you don't need autofocus. What are you,
But
lazy?
You can do some beautiful portrait work with.
yeah, 50
With a
millimeter.
50 manual.
So here's my advice. 50 f1.7 is going to blur the background like crazy, but it will also blur the foreground. You're going to get a depth of field
Practice.
like razor thin.
Yeah, it takes a lot of practice.
And for an individual portrait, you focus on the near eye and you take lots of pictures and you kind of move your body in and out. But for a group shot, you can't. Maybe you could get everybody's
I've got the
eyes
F13
precisely lined up.
Yeah.
Right.
Right, so.
Yeah.
Crank that f-stop up. And remember, you have 1/3 of your depth of field in front of the focal plane and 2/3 behind it.
Yeah.
So look at where everybody's eyes are from the front to the back row or whatever, and kind of focus 1/3 of the way back. And again, use a higher f-stop number. And then after you take your shot, zoom in on the display and check everybody's eyes and make sure they're okay. And if they're not, you either need to push them closer together. I always have people leaning forward in the back rows to get their eyes closer, or leaning back a little bit. You want their faces as close to the focal plane as possible. So you rearrange people a little bit until everybody's eyes are sharp. I see so many group pictures blown because of shallow depth of field.
I made that mistake a lot in the beginning.
Yeah, that's difficult when you're doing group shots. I think that's very common.
I would go on F5 thinking that was going to be enough.
No, you need
And,
way more.
It was not.
So
enough.
Tiago Rodriguez.
he said the shark picture was mine. That was not fake, guys.
Well, then, amazing.
I
It was
believe you. I
amazing,
totally
but
believe you.
Did you put the seal there? Just saying.
I do not care. I don't even care
Can
because
we see it before the before shot and then the after shot, so we can see the two misses? Then we'll know it's his.
I would actually like to see the sequence. He must have been clicking, right?
Yeah.
He didn't
He
time
always
it.
has-
Fantastic shot,
I want to
Diego.
see the picture of his
Send
wet
me an
pants.
email and I'll ship a book off to you.
Could you even be in a boat after seeing that? Like, I'd be like, it's gonna get me. Are you guys not afraid?
No.
No? Oh my gosh.
I mean,
This is
I
scary
am
to me.
not a seal. I'm much bigger. He's not going to come after
I
me.
watched
And I'm in
Tarzan as a
boat.
kid. You punch him right in the nose, and then problem
And
solved.
you're not in the water. Although he could take your boat down.
Exactly. Now you're thinking.
Clearly, yeah. Jaws.
Okay.
Rob DeHaven says I should drink a Dogfish Head 120 IPA.
Is that the one that's like 9% alcohol or something?
The
No,
90
he's-
minute is
But
9%.
no, you have to finish what he said there before the show.
Just to make things more interesting. No, I did drink a Dogfish Head 90 minute, which is 9% alcohol. I don't know what the 120 minute is. It must be like 12% alcohol.
Oh, wow.
I drank it for one show and I was loaded by the end of the show and it wasn't good. Like I couldn't handle all this stuff going on. There's a lot of technical stuff. I gotta remain kind of
You have to be
borderline.
sober because that guy's looking out for me. A guy sent me a private message and he was like, every week I see the pain on your face because Tony has a drinking problem.
Every time he sees me, I'm drinking. So
Oh, hey, that's a fair assessment. It is called booze.
News, booze, and reviews. And someone said you look like Timothy Oliphant. Great show as usual, guys. Thank you, driver. 86.
yeah, that's one of the more flattering comparisons that I get because I get a lot of. First, I get compared to anybody with gray hair, no matter what they look like.
Let's get to the portraits.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, we'll get back to some.
Because it's like,
We have like 8 minutes.
yeah.
We have as long as we need because we are driving here, but we are going to pick the very best portraits,
Tony's
and
gonna
very few of
sing us.
these are portraits.
Ooh,
but
that's
this one is a
beautiful.
portrait.
Oh, we saw this
Hi.
person's picture.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
How do you feel about the depth of field? Should there be more?
I was going to say, I think he made the decision to have a shallow depth of field and he got the front eye in focus.
Mhm.
Excuse me, I like it.
It's also on the same plane as the ring, which sort of stands out to me too.
Yeah.
I kind of, to me, I wish the shadows were more pronounced on the face. It would just make it a little more interesting. But I think that's actually just a personal preference. I don't think anything's wrong with the shot.
Yeah.
Maybe the highlights are a little hot.
I was just thinking that about the highlights.
Can
yeah,
you recover
maybe
them?
it's a JPEG file, but it actually doesn't look like anything's blown out.
No.
Yeah, and so maybe a little hot, maybe a little deeper shadows. In a portrait, the shadows are what defines the cheekbones and the face.
Yeah.
And so you actually do need the shadows. And this sort of front lighting makes skin look great because it kind of removes the detail. But that also removes the shape of the face, and it's done a bit of that to her.
And I don't know if I would do it on the whole picture. Like, if they have Photoshop, I would say to go in and just do it on the face itself and not to reduce shadows like in the whole
Yeah.
Yeah.
image. That would.
Great shot. Here's another portrait.
Oh, that's adorable. Also, a
That's the
little
same
hot.
person.
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
Same
you're
person,
right.
Yes.
Why you do this?
What about the one?
Not a portrait. not a
There's a
portrait.
girl down bottom right. I mean, it's
Same person.
Oh my gosh.
Man.
I need to call their mom like 8 times.
There's
Let's see, is this
portrait.
the same person?
Oh, that's
This is a different
cool.
person. That is a cool
That's
shot.
interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
they
like
went
that.
so close to the wall.
Ooh.
Behind them.
Yeah.
I'm just confused by this. This is actually kind of an interesting reverse selective color. It looks like I don't even know what's happening here. I think that this is a composite.
Yeah. I think that he held up.
Oh, I don't think it's a comp.
I do. Look at the shirt right there. That's definitely not the same line.
Yeah, I think he made a print.
Oh, you're
And then
thinking
he's
he's
holding it
actually
up.
holding up a picture.
Yeah, that you just don't believe that?
No, I think that he
You're right.
photoshopped
Look
that
at
in.
the hand there.
Yeah.
It looks.
No,
Yeah.
he just photoshopped it onto whatever he's holding.
That's cool.
It
cool.
was a little offset, but you got
It's
me.
different,
I
and I
thought I
like
was
it.
real. So
You know
tricked
what?
me.
I probably like.
Oh, you know what? Can you go? There's a picture in that
What?
group there that there was some conversation that I participated in. There's all the way left. It's a black and white shot. That one.
Oh yeah, I saw
So
that.
there was a lot of discussion on this shot today or yesterday about the negative space on the left, and
Mhm.
there was a mixed group of people who said leave it, and some people said crop it really tight, and they didn't like it. So I'm just curious.
I like it because
like
that's
it as
where
well.
her eye is going, and you have this really bright hair,
Yep.
and
I
then you
thought it was
have
great.
the negative space balances it.
I
Some people really don't like negative space
Yeah.
though. It's
I like it because it's an artistic picture, and and because it's different, and I just get tired of seeing the same stuff.
yeah,
So
I liked it a lot.
I'm down with it.
I'm down with it.
Let's see what other portraits we have here. Here's a really traditional portrait.
Yeah, she's cute. That's a nice one. Look at her skin. It's nice.
I think she's. Oh yeah.
Everything's exposed properly.
Maybe a hair light or something on the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, a nice light from behind. You
Her
could do
hair's-
some of that in Photoshop or using the adjustment brush, just
Yeah.
bring the
I kind of
shadows
wish
up a
I
little
didn't see
bit.
her thumb or something, or finger. It's
Yeah,
like-
yeah, I agreed. Like this
Yeah,
thumb needs to be
that should go
cropped
away.
out, but you can even press O, and then and this is going to be really messy, but you can use the adjustment brush and then just kind of raise the exposure a little bit of the hair.
There you go.
Yeah,
And-
but anytime you use a black background, just be aware that your subject can disappear against it a little bit, and a rim light, a kicker light from behind will help offset it. We covered that in chapter 6.
That's where I learned
Centimeter
about it.
photography.
You learned about it in chapter 6?
I did. I think it might have been a
great
different
shot.
chapter by the when I did it.
I didn't want to
Yeah.
skip this because I think this is a really thoughtful portrait, and a shot with a Samsung NX300. We
Love
like
it.
Samsung; they're our friends.
I like it a lot.
Yeah, I like it.
This looks like some street photography, maybe.
Yeah, it's cool. It's
Maybe
also,
so. I
it's
like
kind
it.
of violating the rule of space, but I like it. It makes it a little bit uncomfortable, but in a good way for me.
Yeah, it's hard to say when that line where you can break the rules
This
and,
is the
and when
same
it feels
person
good.
again.
Oh man. Well, let's just skip forward.
Oh, that's not a portrait.
Go ahead.
It's a zebra's nose. How did you confuse the two?
I just liked it, and then I remembered I had to.
Oh.
I had to adhere to some rules.
I feel like this needs mood.
And also, it's too much sand.
Yeah. I actually feel like this would benefit from some Lightroom presets, like
Yeah.
some split toning or something to add an
love
effect to
the
it.
colors, and I love the movement and the grass.
I wish it was shifted up. I like her right slap in the middle is.
She looks uncomfortable to me. That's what bothers me. Like she looks
I
very
wish
like.
there was more sky, less grass, not less grass, less sand. But
It's very pretty.
I mean, you know what? For someone shooting clearly in
Oh,
the
didn't mean to do that.
clearly in the brightest time of day with
Yeah.
hard sun, I mean, I would say that that's a pretty good shot. Lighting, like they were able to kind of maintain the blue sky, and
Yeah.
they're not blown out. I mean,
Yeah, but you do bring up a good point. They're shooting midday. Why are they shooting midday? That's something you control as a photographer is when you go out. So this to me is like,
flat.
this is when you're scouting,
yeah.
but not actually shooting.
Yeah,
You come back
they
when the
should go
lighting's a
back
little more
and
interesting.
wait until the sun is lower on the
I
horizon.
mean, that would be a really amazing shot if it was timed better.
I still think it'd be nice if he brought something to help her pose more naturally. Maybe something for her to lean on, or I
Yeah,
don't
she
know.
does look a little uncomfortable.
I'm sorry we're talking so much about this shot. I also wish it had some depth in it because it seems very, like everything is flat.
Flat,
The horizon's flat. I would like her tilted towards the camera.
I want to also bring up that sometimes when we really nitpick a picture, it's because we like it, and you get excited because there's so much potential there. So don't be discouraged. We're just jerks.
Yeah, it is a great shot. Yeah.
I agree with that.
Oh,
I like that one. Do you see that one?
Tigar.
What?
Uh-oh, we're both trying to drive at the same time.
I'm pretty
I
sure
like
know
that.
who
Tigar got a ring light apparently.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
looks like a halogen. Yeah, great shot. I love the way you process
I
it.
have nothing to say about this. This is amazing.
I know. He's
I
really
love
good.
it.
He does a lot of fun things, and I don't know what his face actually looks like because he's always making a crazy face. That actually might be Tigar. Is that your face?
You know, this reminds me of the other picture that we saw, and something I think about sometimes, which is head tilt, and how it lines up with the body. And here her head is tilted back a little bit, and I thought about this with this portrait too. What do you think if she had her head tilted towards camera left a little bit? Don't you feel like it would balance it a little bit better? And so this picture kind of made me think the same thing. Like she's almost too linear.
I think it's. Do you feel like it's underexposed the hair, or is that just my imagination?
I can see that.
Maybe like just a little.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Brighten it up a little. It's a nice picture, though.
it is nice.
Yeah, beautiful light, great background, nice clean composition. Turned out really good. Sam, I noticed that sometimes you'll crop. Well, you actually don't crop into the hairline much, do you?
I don't do that very often.
Why?
It bothers my eye. Personally,
that's too much.
I don't like that at all.
No, I didn't like
Sometimes
that
I
either. That
will.
was too much.
But it's just a weird thing with me. Like
No,
I
it
feel
doesn't.
like unless I can make it look really intentional and deliberate,
Here it
won't-
doesn't work because
I
there's too
won't
much
do
of her
it.
lower body.
I feel like I
Yeah,
usually crop
it
5
only
by
works
7.
for a tight.
I usually
5 by
crop
7.
everything 5 by 7. But the reason I do that is because it gives my clients the opportunity to crop to 8 by 10 or 4 by 6 more easily when I'm.
That's smart.
This is out of focus.
Oh,
And
good eye.
They caught her hairline.
Yeah.
And also, this is the wide angle thing that we were talking about. Like, just wide angle close up to the face exaggerates the features and just gives non-flattering features. Can work with kids, or if the mood is kind of wacky or extreme, like something Tigar is doing, it can work out.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like this picture. You
It's like a
rarely
CD
see
cover.
portraits of men, so I was drawn to it.
I kind of wish his skin was a little brighter. Like maybe if they use some kind of modifier or like some kind of light. I don't know what he's got here for. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. That's it. Yep. It just felt like
I also like they brought out some texture in the hair.
like the shadows down below, maybe even a little.
Just bring out.
Yeah, another case where a little bit of a kicker light to separate him from the black background might help out
And
a
he's
little
got
bit.
that big bright spot in the back there, and I just feel like his skin wasn't bright enough to pull you away from that.
Yeah.
You're right. This back here had too much visual weight and was just kind of distracting
That
from the
looks
face.
That looks great.
Yeah, nice edit, Chels. Before and after. Yeah, big difference.
Sweet.
Good teamwork.
Yes.
Look at this.
Oh, I love this one. I actually went in and did it when they did CC4E.
Oh, you
I
did
E'd
some
it.
edits? Oh, it's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah, I love it. I thought, I'm sorry, I'm jumping right into this, but I thought the skin was too red. Had like overall the whole picture had too much red, like just a teeny bit. I actually went in and did an edit in Photoshop, so I have no idea what it would look like in here. But I like the shot a lot. I thought it was really great.
I would make it cool just because then it would look cold. 'Cause
Yes.
she's all bundled up.
As soon as you did that, I thought, well, of course, it's so weird that she's so warm but
Yeah.
also bundled up. You're absolutely right. I didn't pick up on that. Great idea. So Sam was talking about CC4E, the Facebook
sorry.
group that goes with stunning digital photography. It's a very supportive group. People post their pictures one per day. And optionally, you can get criticism or have other people edit your photos. So check it out. You
Yeah,
get
that
to
looks
join the
kinda
group if you buy the
cool.
book. I like that. It's a very
The
different
hands
take.
are too bright. On my edit, I went in and took down the hands
Yeah.
a bit because it just took away from her pretty face.
Yeah, so you could like,
That's the wrong direction, I think. Oh no, you're painting it. Got it.
and then you take the exposure down. That looks bad because I had the masking tool on, but you get the idea.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like the cooler look. It matches the mood.
Sandy made it.
Oh my gosh, Sandy! We just can't escape Sandy.
I prefer focusing on the eyes, even with dogs. So there's something to be said for eraser nose.
Tony asked the vet if he could
Oh,
exchange Sandy because she had a
this
eraser
reminds
nose.
me of 1985 a little bit. I'm sorry. I
Beat
did.
it.
Chelsea, you remember
there's
1985?
Smoke and blue, and it looks kind of soft.
Yeah.
I don't know what the story is, but I think it's a
Hair.
very cool picture.
I actually think it's a cool picture too. It just looks like it's from the 80s, but it is a cool picture. It was nicely done.
Yeah.
Please don't hate me. I like it.
Oh, I like that actually with the
that
smokiness.
looks cool.
I'm going to talk about head tilt. I would prefer her to see her with a masculine head tilt because she's
actually like it
posed
without
kind
the
of
blue.
badass.
Me too.
I'd
I like that a
rather
lot.
see her chin out a little bit, her head back a little bit.
I like that a lot.
Yeah, I like the smokiness
To
of
me
it.
now it doesn't necessarily look so much.
Now it
80s.
doesn't look 80s. I got
It
rid of the red lipstick because the red lipstick with the
now
leather
she looks
coat.
like a badass girl in a music video.
Yeah.
I like it.
Nice. Good edit.
You're good at these quick
Uh,
edits.
Thank
Let's see.
you.
A couple more portraits here.
Look how I nod. I'm
Well,
like, I agree.
we've looked at her stuff.
Ah!
Or his
Oh.
Sarah!
9 times.
Chill, Euthara. Is that the same person? No.
I like this.
Yeah, I like it too. The focal point
He has
is
a
put
knuckle
on the
tattoo.
guitar.
What does it say?
Probably says something vulgar.
It says hose.
I told you. This looks more like a snapshot.
I want to get like
kinda.
bros
And hose?
BF hose.
Bros and hose.
Bros
forever?
before hose.
Bros before hose.
And a
Oh, that's
baby.
cute.
Oh, the big picture on the black background.
I think this probably has to be in black and white.
Yeah, that looks better.
I'd bring out the eyes a little bit too because otherwise they just look like holes in the baby's head.
Yeah.
This is going to be real quick, so don't judge me. Ooh, oh
That
dear.
looks really scary.
No, I don't know if I can bring it out.
Didn't pick it up down there for some
Oh.
reason.
You get the picture.
Raise the shadows on the eyes. That'll bring out the catch light a little bit.
Like that.
Oh, we have a couple more portraits right here.
Oh, that's sweet. I would.
Is that
We need to.
maybe
The-
too much?
Well, it's
wailing?
underexposed. and
Right. Yeah, it is very underexposed.
and then you can make that sun look like warmer, like it's like sunset instead of just too bright. And then I agree with Sam that the railing is
It's like too much.
Chalice the Croposaurus.
I kind of feel like because that's crooked on that side, maybe go the other way, like just to, yeah, maybe I don't know, just because there was that pole coming down. On the
yeah.
side.
You gotta, yeah. I agree with you. That was good. Better.
Oh,
Go-
that's
you
not
gotta-
again.
Same couple.
That's
Oh.
a dog sticking his tongue out. Nice portrait. It's cute.
I
like
like that.
it.
I like it too.
I like it.
I can't help but feel like it's directed at me.
Oh, I like that one. Okay.
This one?
Yeah.
Me too.
A little
Ooh.
hot still for me.
Hot.
A little hot.
Yeah, and they removed the blacks, and they clearly did that intentionally. But
But I
It's
think
matte.
you gotta put a little shadow back in the face.
So-
That could benefit from some dodge and burn.
So maybe you'd be like, oh, this is going in the wrong direction.
You've got your saturation way jacked up too.
Sam, how do you feel about the random flyaway?
I can't see it from where I am. Where?
Like around the top of
Oh,
her hair. Do you go in and fix that?
I do if everything else is really clean, but
Yeah.
her hair has kind of already got the model messy thing going on.
Yeah,
So I
you're
maybe
right.
would only take out something that was like really bothersome, but
Mhm.
otherwise, no.
They have a lot of fill on this picture too, and it's such a fashion-y picture. I might even cut the fill back a little bit and just go with, like, I can see they have a top and bottom light, and that's kind of
Looks a little-
erasing her cheekbones. I think either I'd cut the fill and let some of the more of the natural shadows come in, or I'd go back and burn it a little bit to show some more of the
And
cheekbones.
can I just say, from a woman's perspective, that most women do not like
Their armpit.
their armpit.
That's what I was thinking.
And I'm not crazy about that pose per se. I would be okay with even if she like brought the arm in more a little bit or down. I just feel
Yeah.
like she's just like
You don't like a direct flat armpit.
yeah. I just feel like it could be angled a little more flattering than
Yeah.
that.
It does make her shoulder seem a little bit
Big,
large.
yeah.
Again, we like the picture. That's
Yeah,
why we picked
yeah,
it.
like,
And then we
cool.
go in, but we get really nitpicky with it because we're all perfectionists and we're just like, this is what we'd fix. Like, you're almost there. We would just do a couple of little
I
tweaks.
think you're right though. Even if you had her, instead of having all of the skin, if you had her just tilt her
hair,
arm
just
in,
a little bit.
yeah,
Oh, and look, she has a hair light. We keep talking about how you need a
Yeah,
hair light
they
to
did.
offset
It's
the
good because she's separated from the
background. Yeah, you nailed that.
That's
Just traditional portrait
that's
with
funny.
a
Do you know how
turtle.
many children die every year
From tortoises
being
bites?
maimed by tortoises?
This is just like when the shark ate the seal.
It is.
It's tragic.
I don't even know if it's real.
That shark, that guy sent in the series of shark.
Oh yeah.
No way.
Oh, really?
Somewhere in there, it's probably way down.
I just
there.
have to import it, huh? Okay,
He
I tell
said
you
it
what.
was on Facebook.
We have the rest of the shark pictures. So, it's on
It's
Facebook.
on Facebook.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think
okay.
so.
Oh,
Do we have any more comments? I love comments.
Siobhan said shark guy sent the sequence of those photos. That's
All right,
she
cool.
said.
Well, look-
Oh, it's probably in submit. We'll take a look at a couple more portraits. I promise another.
I like that.
That's so cute.
What time is it?
This
we're
one
ready to
caught
count.
my eye.
We have to pick a winner for a portrait. So, how are you guys
Oh.
feeling? We have a couple more pictures here we can look at.
Oh, color cast. Hell.
Yeah, this is
I don't know why it's zooming like that.
because it's not fitting. Hold on, let me see. Are we both driving again? Wait, where's the?
It's on the left panel.
I think the world
Oh,
just
yeah,
hurt my
see.
stomach growl.
It's
Sorry.
one
if you
there you
wanted
go.
that.
Hungry?
This is really cute and nice.
The colors are a little intense for me.
The auto white balance didn't fix it.
The color, you've got some heavy color casting from the grass. And I'm not sure what color mat or blanket you're using, but it looks green. I made that mistake in the beginning when I first started doing portraits. I thought I would get a green mat, and that's actually the worst thing you can do because now you're just making the color casting worse. I use gray or white to throw down on the grass if they really want to sit on something. And you can actually use that to take your dropper later. And especially if it's a gray blanket, you can use that to do your white balance
Okay.
later.
This is one of the most common questions we get is, I took this portrait outside. Why does my model's face look green? And it's because if you can see something, then it's bouncing light.
Yeah.
and that same light is hitting your subject and bouncing over to you. So if you're standing next to a green tree, you get a green color cast. If you're wearing a red shirt, you get a red
I mean, you can see
color
the peak
cast.
of her, everything bouncing into her cheeks too. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of the best parts of being a photographer is you become aware of light
Yeah.
and color, and other people don't
and I
even
didn't
see
know this
these
stuff when I
things.
first started. This is all stuff that just comes as you go.
This is how you learn.
That's how I learned, by taking pictures just
Yeah.
like that.
So ladies, the best portrait that we've seen today, what do you think?
Stop clicking on more. It's getting hard to tell now.
But I liked this
I
one.
like that
do
picture a
too.
lot.
All right.
That's why I
I
had to. I really like it.
All right, I do too. Wait, is this color? Wait a minute. Is that like from my angle? It's hard to see.
It's
but-
not spot color.
Oh, okay, good. I was gonna
No,
say
just
that.
black and white.
I do like that a lot.
And he's a handsome
Did he add
gentleman.
green?
I don't know, but it looks nice. One, come on.
Okay, that's cool too. I like
That's
the
cool.
background.
Um,
Scroll up real quick. Let's just take a quick.
I liked this model.
Yeah, that was a
And
real good portrait.
I liked this
I did too.
girl.
I like the photo of the guy there.
Yeah,
I
I
thought that
think
one
I
was
really
really
like
good.
this guy. I love Tigar,
Yeah, I do too.
but Tigar,
yeah,
yeah.
I'm with you on that. On that.
it's Tigar.
I just feel
Can't give
like
Tigar
I like-
anything.
I can't give Tigar stuff because
I
then
kind
like
of like the negative space one too. I wish we could see more of her eyes though.
for Tigar is probably like, what the heck are you
Poor
talking
Tigar.
about?
Especially because we didn't explain further. We're just like,
It's
Tigar.
Tigar. Come on.
Screw that guy.
All right. Well, I think I'm with you.
I like
on
that umbrella picture a lot.
I like the one that you like too, Chelsea. The one with where he looks like he looks like he's in a shipping yard or something.
The dude. All right.
This one?
Yeah.
All right. Scott Fotley. Send us
Scott
an email
Fotley.
and we'll send you a Lightroom book. If you're not Scott Fotley, you can pick it up at sdp.io/lr.
That's my favorite name.
And I am just going to see if I can find these shark pictures before we check out.
Yes. Did you just tell him things? I was thinking about his name. Where to email us to get his book?
Yeah, Tony@northrop.org.
Scott Fotley.
All right, I'll just import these and see.
Oh,
if we
there's.
can-
Oh,
What did you see?
I saw sharks.
You saw sharks?
Oh,
Oh my gosh!
Oh,
wait.
help!
What? Okay, we believe you. I believe you. I never doubted you, actually. Okay. Winner. Holy cow.
Wow.
Holy shnikes.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I would like to see the rest of these. So if you go into if you're in it, the Facebook group, please tag me because I want to see the rest of these shark
Another
pictures.
man.
I'm hoping you have them on a website.
We so rarely
somewhere.
see men.
That's so cool.
These are all valid submissions, so if you feel like taking the
Oh
prize
my
away.
gosh, Tigar.
2 pictures, Tigar.
Come on, 2 pictures.
Is that even Tigar?
Yeah, that was.
It's a nice portrait.
Oh wait, that's cute. I like
That's
that.
cute.
Yeah, I like that one.
I just can't stop looking.
We can't take the. Oh my gosh.
That's beautiful.
Yeah,
stunning.
that is a fantastic portrait. It really is.
I can't stop clicking.
Stop it.
You can't stop me. It's 6:15, but I just can't stop. Who's this?
Oh, another shark picture.
She looks.
Awesome.
The
Oh my
seal.
gosh, there
Oh,
it
the
is.
seal got away?
Look
Or
at
parts
how
of him
he
got
doesn't
away?
look very precise. He's like, ah! That's how I look when I eat too.
Wow. Stop it.
I can't.
What's the guy screaming?
See?
Ah!
That one's good.
I do not know what the story behind that picture is.
So,
I have to go check on my doggy.
You can go check on your dog. We'll just sign it out. I think we're just
Okay.
about done. Let me.
Oh, we have to check the comments real quick.
Okay. GIMP works well for Lails. GIMP is an
What
open
did Tito
source
say about
photo
the sharks?
editing app,
Oh no.
which means it's
Can
free.
I at least get free shitting on the book? Tigar, sure. Tony and Chelsea, I have just submitted the photo with the head tilt the other way.
We can go look. Let's see if we can find the head tilt thing.
We just can't stop.
We're going all night, people.
Tony needs another
Oh, this
beer.
one's so good.
His eyes are
Yeah, they're
a
dark.
little like he's smoked something.
We're looking for the head tilt picture.
Where is it? He lied. He lied to us. I'm just kidding. He wouldn't do that.
Sorry, we did look. I can't see a different head tilt picture.
Oh,
check.
here.
Oh.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah, I like that better too.
me too. Cool.
That was fast.
Okay. Thank you for watching.
Can I plug my website?
Yes.
Oh,
No, yeah, absolutely. You've been a great.
go to
there it is.
SamanthaAnnette.com.
Oh, this is one of my favorite pictures that you've done.
That was that day. Can I just say that day? was
Say.
the day that I decided that I wanted to do this for a living, because I shot that with a D5100. I didn't know what I was doing. By the seat of my pants, just flying with some friends on the beach. They were freezing cold, and I took some amazing pictures that I couldn't even believe that I took. And that was the day that I decided to start doing.
You have so many good pictures. You have Kid Rock.
I have Kid Rock. I photographed Kid Rock.
You have pictures of Lionel Richie.
I have photographed Lionel Richie.
So if you're in the New Haven area, right, New Haven,
Yes.
Connecticut,
Yep.
and you're looking for an event or portrait photographer,
Event,
other stuff,
portraits, kids, families. Yeah.
Sam is available if you just have
I'm on
extra money
Facebook.
and you want to send it over.
Yeah.
Sam
I'm
is
taking
here for
donations.
you.
She is.
Want to buy me some gear?
So check her out at SamanthaAnnette.com. It is remarkably hard to spell with like the 2 A's together.
Oh, it's not that hard.
It has 2 A's, 2 N's,
He's
an
very
E, 2
critical today.
T's. I'm not being critical. I'm just saying I had a really hard time typing it in.
Well, did
It
you
was
have
just
a
me.
beer before you
Yeah, he
started?
did. He had that
I'm
bird
on
beer.
Facebook as well. Samantha. It's facebook.com Samantha Annette Photography.
Okay.
I want to make sure we got through everything. Yeah, we did say one more thanks to our sponsor, SquareSpace, the best portfolio provider, the one that Chelsea and I both use, and Sam hasn't gotten around to it yet, but she'll be doing it
I
soon,
have
hopefully.
another division of my photography that is sort of still quiet, and it is going to appear on SquareSpace.
All right. It's in progress.
It's in progress.
Go to squarespace.com/Tony. Use the coupon code PHOTOLIVE for 10% off, and you'll be happy that you did.
All right. Thanks so much for joining us. We're here every Thursday at 5. Tell your friends. Subscribe for more free videos. Bye-bye.
ESO.
ESO.